Hello, my friends. Welcome to yet another Saturday live stream. Let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, if everything is a-okay. I'm trying to get my music to work, and it's working, but it's so quiet, which it usually isn't, so I don't know what's happening. It's fine, whatever. Hello! Hello, hello. How are we all doing today? Oh, I looked at myself, I was like, I'm not wearing my rings. My rings are in a bunch in front of me. Why? And I was like, great, I was gonna put lotion on because my hands are dry. Hello, hello. How are we all doing today? I'm doing okay. I woke up with a headache, which is very rare. Not headaches. Headaches I get all the time. When I was little, I had like chronic headaches and chronic migraines and stuff. But I don't usually wake up with a headache. Sleep usually alleviates that. Um, but I think it was like a combination of having an alcoholic beverage last night and being up until 1:30 in the morning watching Dungeons and Dragons podcasts. But it's okay. I'm doing better now. I can think straight now, and my eyes don't hurt. So yay. But yeah, let me know who's here. I don't know if my comments aren't working, but if you're here, chat with me, my friends. I would love to chat with you. I'm gonna just post on the social medias. See where we get going here. Socials and then all right, well, since I think I am the only one here as of right now, I'm just going to ramble for those of you who watch this after the fact, because I know there are a few of you who do so. Today, I don't know what I'm going to be working on. I have two options, as I usually do. I have my critique partners pages that I could go over, as well as my own work that I could work on. I actually grabbed a notebook, a brand new notebook for Project Dragon. Look how beautiful she is. I'm so excited to do some like by hand work with the characters and stuff. I could do that and like work on that, or I could do my critique partners pages. Whichever I end up doing, I will let you know. But as of right now, hello, Yaza. Welcome to my stream. Welcome, welcome. What am I gonna do? What am I doing? I'm going into YouTube because I need to add tags to this live stream. I just realized because there are no tags, so that other people can find me. But yeah. Stream. Yes, all right. So that's saved. Wonderful, wonderful. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day. Hope everyone's doing well. I might as well, I guess we should jump into a little baby sprint to get us started. And as we kind of get into things, maybe we can do a little bit of a warm-up sprint as we start this stream today. I'm going to roll my d20 and we're going to see what happens. A 7-minute warm-up sprint. We get a lot of sevens on that d20. I should check that out. Okay, so 7 minutes. I'm going to share my screen with you guys. Oh, we got some friends popping in. I'm going to share my screen. Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the sprint. We are just going to dive into a little warm-up sprint here, and then we'll get more serious into things. But I'm happy you're here. It's a wonderful Saturday. But yeah, let's do this warm-up sprint in 3, 2, 1. Hey, my friends, that was the first sprint. That went really quickly. Holy moly. But how did we do? Hello, Heather. Welcome. Hello, hello. Welcome to the last sprint of March. I accidentally thought that this weekend was the second last weekend of March. I woke up this morning and I was like, it's the 27th of March today. We have like 4 days left of March. I don't know what I was thinking. Still have 2 books left on my TBR, and I was like, oh, I got next week to like read them all. I really don't. So time is a construct. Let's be real. But yes, how did we all do in that lovely warm-up sprint? What are you guys working on today? Tell me, tell me. I am working on Project Dragon. I started Project Dragon's notebook, which I hadn't done yet, and I remember that this morning. I was like, I should do that. I should probably start Project Dragon's notebook. So I picked out a beautiful green marbled one. I need to find more of these, um, which is hard because the company, Fringe Studio, doesn't sell these on their website, I don't think. I just find these at like HomeSense. So maybe, but the last few times I've been to HomeSense, they haven't carried these. So I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to find any more. So I have 3 empty ones basically, and I have like 2 that I've started in that I could probably, if I don't ever start in them again. But I do want to. Both of those projects are still on the burner. But I'm working on Project Dragon today. I've decided I might transfer over to Critique Partner at some point. Her work, her Critique Partner work, my Critique Partner, his manuscript. I got to read that at some point, maybe if I feel like I've done enough in Project Dragon. But since we are so close to the end of March, Camp Nano's coming up, so I kind of forgot. I kind of forgot that I needed to, plot this story out. But I have decided that I probably won't. Oh dear, probably won't. Excuse me. Um, fully fast draft a book for this Camp Nano. I probably will make it like create the story and like get like 20,000 words in or something like that. I don't know. I have to think about it. What I'm gonna do for this Camp Nano. But that's actually a good question. Are you guys participating in Camp Nano this go around? Holly Cat is editing 24 words of novel and distracted. I mean, it was also a really short sprint, so that is why. It was a new YA thriller. Very cool. I've always really marveled at people who can create thrillers and mysteries and like plot those stories out because my brain just isn't mystery oriented even when I like read mystery books. I can never figure it out. And I'm like, wow, these authors are so smart, leaving clues everywhere. Everything comes together so nice. Hello, Daniel. Welcome, welcome. Guys, I was working on sketches, like drawing sketches. That's really cool. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, short sprint. So, how much can you really get done? I, as I said, started this, and I'm doing a brief character breakdown. That's just like I'm getting my main cast down, the main characters kind of thing, which is really exciting because I have to name them. I do have a few named, I believe. Let me see if I can open this up. The Keepers. Yes, I have a Goliath, an elf, a half-elf, a halfling, a tabaxi, and a half-orc. So many. Those are my main people. Not all of them will be points of views, of course, but a fair few of them will be. And then there's going to be a human, just a regular human, joining. He's going to be the newbie at the beginning of this. And so my half-elf, Maeve, she's going to be my main character. I've talked about her a bit on my channel if you guys have seen those videos. And then we have an elf. She pretends to be a half elf. For reasons. And her name is Ira. Eira. Ira. And then we have my Goliath. His name is Mog. He's going to be great. I'm so excited for Mog. He's going to be so fun to deal with. And then the halfling is going to be named Nina or Nana. I don't really know how to pronounce that. Nena. I haven't picked the pronunciation yet. And then the Tabaxi, they're going to be called Trick by the group. But Tabaxis, if you guys know D&D and fantasy lore, Tabaxis have like wildly fun names. So Trick is going to be like their full name is going to be Tricky Thunder of the Silver Creek Clan. So it'll be very long. And then the half orc is going to be named Zorak. It's very fun. I have to name my human though. And that's going to probably be what I'm going to work on this next go around. I also have a ton of dragon names, which I'm very excited about because Project Dragon, you need some dragons and you need some names. Woo! I want to finish rewriting my draft. Woo! Very cool. A Red Riding Hood retelling? Like a YA retelling or like an adult retelling or a middle grade retelling? What kind of age range are you doing? That's really cool. Thanks. Yeah, I always get really excited when I'm in this planning phase of a story. So I have most of like I have a really rough sketch of the world in my head. Um, Especially this sanctuary. I will probably have to dig out and like map out the details of it at some point, but I'm very excited about it. I have it in my head, so like that's pretty good. Pretty good. And now I just need the characters so I can start building the story itself, which is awesome. I mean, like I have done some of it. That's actually what I was gonna do. So I've been planning on my phone for notes and stuff, which is awesome. Pull that up and put that in my document. YA, very fun. Red Riding Hood. I don't think I've ever read a Red Riding Hood retelling, which is super cool. Very nice. You're rewriting your draft for Camp Nano? Also, yeah, I have a mug of snacks to carry me through this stream. I would have a bowl, but I just like mugs better, because it's got a handle. Anyway, it's got a cookie on top and then a bunch of cereal, dry cereal on the bottom. Because I just like eating cereal. I don't know why. It's crunchy. It's delicious. Yeah. All right, my friends. Shall we dive into another sprint and keep this momentum going? I'm gonna grab my D20. We'll see what the D20 has for us today. Oh boy, that's a 5. We're gonna roll that again. 5 and a 13. That brings us to 18. Is my math right? I don't know. Guys, I haven't done proper math. Yes, 18. I think 18 minutes is a good second sprint. Okay. All right. We're doing an 18-minute sprint for our second sprint. Everything is going fantastic. 4 chapters in. Ooh, very cool. That's really cool. Well, good luck with you with that. Yeah, that's awesome. All right, my friends. Let's start the second sprint, shall we? In 3, 2, 1. All right, my friends, that brings us to the end of the second sprint. How did we do? How are we feeling? Hello, Danny. Welcome. Either way, I have a name for my human that I needed to name. Very happy about it. He goes by Jem, one of my favorite names. His full name is something really pompous, like it's Jem Duvall the Third. But he goes by Jem because obviously he's like, don't call me Jem Duvall, please don't call me Jem Duvall. That would be just the worst. Which is awesome. But yeah, how did you guys do that sprint? How did you guys do? I am done with my main characters list, which is awesome. We have the party. We got Maeve, Ira, did I say Ira? Ira. Maeve, Ira, Mog, Nina, Trick, Zorak, and Jem. We love them all. Happy with them. All right. Danny's working on their outline for the fourth and final book in her series. Woo! That's so exciting. That's so exciting. Are you going to be one for Camp Nano as we go into April? Is that the plan, at least? Hello, welcome, welcome. 104 words, wonderful job. Ooh, thank you, Heather. I love naming characters. It's just so fun. I've had Maeve in my head for so long, and it's always been Maeve. I think I read her name once in a book somewhere, and I was like, that's it. That's my character's name, Maeve. 179. I mean, that's okay. You're still moving along. That's awesome. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things to do is to come up with character names. I think once I actually made like an entire list of like over 100 first names, over 100 middle names, and over 100 like last names once to use in an old story that I was working on back at the end of high school. And I always like making a master list of names that I can use for like side characters and stuff like that. So I probably will do that at some point because this is a fantasy book. So the names need to be weird. The names need to be slightly weird because you can't have like, I mean, like you could have something like Penny maybe as like a nickname for somebody, but it probably wouldn't be a short like you wouldn't have like Stacy in a fantasy world, right? So you have to come up with some names like Mog, the name for my Goliath. um, ooh, very exciting. Yeah. Book one starts in April, and you're just going to go through it. I think that's a really cool way of like creating a story is just to do it all the way through, and then to really kind of bring us around to everything, and then you'll know like all the connections and stuff. Because I often wonder how like published authors do it when they're writing a series and they can't like go back and change stuff in the first book. Because like, what if you did something wrong in the first book? That's terrifying. Started editing today. That's fantastic. Wow, you're diving right back in. Man, I could never do that. I always need to leave a little bit of space between me and the story before I go back in to edit because then I'm like further enough away from it that I can go in with a more objective eye. But I mean, if it works for you, good for you. Any fantasy. I love fantasy. Yes. Ulysses, Mercer, Cassius, Amani, Maribel. Oof. Is Mercer named after Matt Mercer? Because yes. I love it, Mercer. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that works. I think most of us had when we were growing up, had a list of names. I still have a list of names in here. Yeah, that I really love. If I hear a name that I really like, I put it down. Which is awesome. Like kid names and then like dog names and cat names and stuff, which is really fun. uh, months since I've read what I'm currently editing. Well, that works. Yeah, it does. It gives you a little bit of space from that, I guess. Mercer from a comment section on YouTube. I mean, it's really like spot on for fantasy because Matt Mercer, if you don't know, is a huge, huge name in the Dungeons and Dragons community because he runs Critical Role. He's one of the best DMs out there. He's also a voice actor, but yeah, Matt Mercer. If you name your character Mercer, it works. It really works. I also really like that name as a name for a character. That's really cool. Nice. Hello, Lucy. Welcome. Also fantasy. Oh, look at all of us working on fantasy stuff. I love it. Ah, Juno, Cora, Garrick, Sandra, Lydia, Alaki, and Nicola. See, those are nice because you can kind of pronounce them. Like, there's a lot of YA fantasy out there that's like, just, you cannot, you cannot pronounce the names. I actually just like, I named a character that went from second character to main character named Greg Devon. Incredible. That's awesome. Greg Devon sounds like a great name, honestly. Like, I've just remembered that I'm reading the book Kings of the Wild, and it is essentially a Dungeons and Dragons campaign for a bunch of old men who used to be an adventuring party when they were younger, but then they settled down and had families. But now they're like coming back together to save one of the party members' daughters. And they're just a bunch of old men, but like the way that their names are, like we have Moog, we have Clay, we have Maddie, and like the names that they're called, what their actual names are. Like they have, like obviously their nicknames. That's what I'm trying to say. But Maddie's actual name is Matrick, which is such a cool name. Sounds like mattress, but not Matrick. So cool. And I can't remember what Clay is short for. Can't really remember. Yeah, it's been like a week and a bit since I've read that book. I need to get back into it, but I enjoy naming fantasy names that are pronounceable. That are pronounceable. Because there's a lot of names out there that just aren't. Get carried away. Yeah, same. I go down like little rabbit holes. Clay Jensen. Is that the name from Kings of the Wild? I don't know. I love that though, because sometimes characters just are like, "Hello, you're supposed to be writing this story about me," and you're like, "No, I'm not. Write the story about me," and you're like, "Oh, okay." And then they just like push themselves up to the front. I've had one character that did that. And I've like fought with her because I'm like, she would be a great main character, but she's not because my main character is Rose and it always has been her. But I'm like, maybe she needs to be like a secondary main character because Nellie just keeps pushing her way up. But I haven't worked on Project Dark in so long. Patrick sounds like mattress, but it's fun. Oh, 13 Reasons Why. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like Clay is a pretty common name. I need to know what his name is. Is it Trump or something? Cast from Kings of the Wild. Oh my god, they've like. Oh, his name is Clay Cooper. That's what it is. Clay Cooper. Clay Cooper, and then we have Gabriel, and then we have Matrick, of course, Moog, Ganelon, and then like we have Larkspur, and lastly, like pretty standard character, like fantasy characters. I just love the fact that like this person fan casted a bunch of people. They casted them really well. Oh my god. Anyways, we're gonna love that book. It's a great book. You guys should read it. It's really funny. Really funny. And it's just like such a lighthearted, tropey read. I love it. Can't wait to finish it. Oh my god. Yeah, there's always those characters that kind of stick with us. I love it. Nice. I love it. Amazing. Amazing. I mean, like some characters that are introduced later in books often have a really big part in the books. Like I've read so many series where like the first book you're introduced to your like main character, right? Because there's got to be like one person at least that is your main focus of the story, like the one that drives the story a little bit. But then they meet other people, or there's other people that actually matter as well, and he just he just I don't know, like it just they start to come in and then they'll like become really, really important in the next books and like main characters in the next books. I really like when that happens because you meet them in the first one and then you're like, ooh, who's this person? And you get it takes a little bit longer to get to know them, which I really like doing. Oh, that's cute. Now he's our love interest. Yes. Oh my God. 10 out of 10. Oh my God. I love this. I love this chat, guys. Anyways, we should jump into sprint number 3, shall we? Let's see what the D20 has for us today. Last time was 18 minutes, so hopefully something more than that. Nat 20. So we can add the 20-minute, or I can add uh why did that take me so long? It was literally a 4. We can add 4 to it. So it can be either, excuse me, either 20 minutes or 4 minutes or 24 minutes. Which one would you guys like to do? 20 minutes or 24 minutes? You guys let me know. Okay. It's not that. 24, 24. I love when characters demand to be written about. 24, 24. Okay, we'll do 24 minutes. Cool. 24 minutes. All right, my friends. Third sprint. Here we go. Good luck. Have fun. I will see you at the end. All right, my friend. All righty, that is the end of that sprint. Third sprint done. How are we doing? I am currently listening to the soundtrack for How to Train Your Dragon and Brave because those are the two soundtracks that I need. I need those in my life when I'm writing Project Dragon. So it's a very good time. It's a very good time. I ended up starting Maeve's character interview, which is super fun because it also delves into the history of the Dragon Sanctuary and how it came to be. Because Maeve's mom and auntie were the ones who made it and who like created it and were like the visionaries or whatever. So super fun to delve into Maeve's backstory. And I also gave all my characters last names because I realized I never did that. I mean, I did with Trick, but like that's just because they have like a clan name, because they are Tabaxi. But you know, love to see it. We got last names for all my main characters, which is awesome. But yeah, how did you guys do in that sprint? You guys, what kind of progress are you seeing? Ah, yeah, I mean, 10K a day. You are a stronger person than I am. That's a lot of words a day. Yeah. I love it. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. That's how the best characters are born. Out of complete whim. Oh, very nice work. 2,000 words in 24 minutes? Oh my God. I can't even do that, and I'm an editor by trade. Holy, that's incredible. Good for you. I did about 3 questions for the character interview, which is always fun because, like, this is one question because it's me also exploring backstory through these questions, which is really fun. I'm excited to keep going with that in the next sprint. But yes, I was going to ask you guys something, and I don't remember what I was going to ask. Oh, I think it was regarding like playlists that you guys listen to when you write. Do you have a curated playlist for what you're writing? Because as I said, I am listening to the soundtrack to How to Train Your Dragon and Brave because Brave is very Scottish. How to Train Your Dragon's got dragons, and the music in those movies is just impeccable. Like sometimes I listen to the How to Train Your Dragon playlist and I just start crying because it's just a lot. Listen to your fact checking. Oh my God, make yourself like a list or something to like fact check, go back at the end of the day and kind of do that. Oh man, a few hundred details in the beginning. Yeah, that always happens. Continuity is a big thing. Reading and getting ready to see a friend for her birthday. That's so lovely. I hope you guys have a great time. Yeah, movie soundtracks are so fun. I think for Project Dream, when I was fast drafting it last Camp Nano, was it last Camp Nano or was it? I don't remember if it was April or July, but I listened to on Spotify. You can always create like a radio from like one song or an artist or a playlist. You can create a radio which like generates some of the songs from that playlist, but also others that are similar to it. And I did that for a specific artist I created. Like I just kept listening to that same radio over and over and over. And I can't remember which artist it was now, but it was great because it was all like super alt and like very light music that I could listen to and not be bogged down by it. Because I sometimes I need like music with words to fast draft to for some reason. I don't know. But editing I need ambient sound. I can't. I need no words because my brain needs all the knowledge. Hello, Catalina. Welcome. Ooh, very exciting. Yes, finding voice and tone for a story is very hard. I usually try and just do atmosphere, but that's something that I think that comes also through editing your own piece. I think. Yes. Oh my gosh. The Hobbit soundtrack is just perfect. Yeah, that makes total sense as well. I know a lot of people who just keep listening to whatever's popular at the moment to thus create their stuff. Can't hear my music anymore. I put it too low. Yeah. Well, this is dance. I think we should dive right into this last sprint. Um, what do we want? Something around the same length as the last sprint, or do we want to do something a little bit um shorter? That's the word. Oh my goodness. Never listen to music with words. Yeah, I find it depends on the song. I remember once writing with a playlist for Project Dark and getting caught on one song, and I just had to keep it on loop, that one song for the whole scene, because it was just the perfect mood, the perfect vibe, and I was just like, yeah, this is it. This is 100% it. And I just, because it was looping, I could no longer hear the words. It was amazing, but yeah, I totally get that. 25? Do we want to do 25 or do we want to let the D20 roll? It's up to you guys. I'm good with either. I keep doing this and I'm just eating cereal. I'm not actually drinking from this. Sure, yeah, it's up to you guys. We can do 25 minutes or we could let the D20 roll. It is entirely up to you. Should we do the 25 minutes, my friends? Probably because I just rolled a nat one. So let's do 25 minutes. 25 minutes for the last sprint of the stream. I should probably put last sprint instead. 25 minutes. Last time was 24 minutes. So share screen, share. There's so many steps to share screen on StreamYard. Oh my goodness. Okay, my friends. Yeah, one last sprint takes us to closer to 3. Maybe we'll end this stream a little bit sooner than I usually end streams because I know my mom wants to do something this afternoon. So that's where I'm going to be. But I'm excited to keep working with Maeve. I wish you guys all the best on this sprint. And I will see you at the end of it. Right, my friends. That brings us to the end of that sprint and the end of our live stream. How did we all do in that last one? My hand is starting to hurt. I've created for Maeve. I've created some like basis for the reasoning behind the secrecy of the place. And I've also created a little bit of tension, like possible characters that could come back into play, which will come back into play from her backstory and the reason why she's so afraid of outsiders. There goes my mouse. Oh, yeah, everything is falling. Yeah. How did we all do? How do we feel for the day? Do we feel like we did well? Do we feel like we did well? Yeah, I am excited to keep going with this. I have 6 questions written, and I'm working currently on the 6th question currently, which is really just what is your job? Do you like it? But the fact that I'm dabbling in backstory as well as making these questions really expand on themselves, because Maeve, the girl that I'm working with, I'll just read you a bit of her answer. I have many jobs, many titles. I am Maeve Greymoor, Chieftain of Ardnablan. I am lead keeper of the Dragon Sanctuary. I am a leader. I am guide to lost souls. So, like, she's got so much going on. She's got so much responsibility on her shoulders. I am very excited to dive into her even further. I already love her. And I know exactly what she looks like in my head. She's going to be sexy. No idea my word count. Hey, that's okay. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Prep for Camp Nano. We love to see it. Added 200 words. I mean, any progress is progress. That's amazing, you guys. Ah, that's amazing, you guys. You guys are all awesome. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I am really loving, I love these live streams. I wanted to ask you guys as well, when in April, do you guys want me to continue doing these live streams on Saturdays at 1? Or is there another time during the day that you would like, maybe in the afternoon, like later evening on Saturdays? Because I was thinking about doing one like during the week, but I really can't because I just, I really can't justify doing a live stream on like a Friday afternoon or something when I could possibly have like actual work to do. Um, because I am working. So, and I can't do any other night of the week because I teach those nights of the week. So I cannot do that. How do we feel about Saturdays? Should we? I'm probably going to put it up to a poll on my Instagram. If you guys aren't following me, all that stuff is in the description below. But and either keeping it at 1 or pushing it later in the evening. So we like do like a 7 o'clock p.m. CST stream or just like later in the afternoon, later in the evening, because I often work better in the evenings myself, especially with Camp Nano coming around. Maybe an evening one would be better. It's up to you guys. But I will put the poll up on my Instagram as well if you guys want to go follow me on there for my April ones. I don't know if I will do every week. I mean, I probably should because it is Camp Nano. I should probably be doing one every week just because for myself as well to get like progress done. So it's gonna probably stay on Saturdays. I'm just wondering about like afternoon, evening. So yeah, I just write all day every day. I wish I haven't been in like a drafting writing space all year yet. Well, early January, February, I was because I was finishing up the 3rd draft of Project Dream. But recently I haven't been, and I really miss being in that zone, you know? So I wish. Hopefully I get back there soon. This is the best thing. Yeah. And I played her in a D&D one shot before, so like I know her attitude. And she was actually my first D&D character that I made, which is super fun. She's like, you know those like typical Viking women with like their hair and braids and like dreads and like and it goes all the way down. Like it's just super long, super kind of messy. But she walks around in like heavy cloths and a cloak and like she's pretty badass. She's got some scars, you know, like it's one of those things that she just looks awesome. And she also has like a little wyvern that hangs out with her all the time. It's like basically fallen in love with her and it's become her familiar. So that's pretty fun as well. She's got like a wyvern always around her, always. I want to get some art made for her, but you know, one day. Evening Saturday, but yeah, also work better evening nights. Yeah, I mean, I do live in Canada, so I do recognize that some people who follow my channel are from the UK. So like a really late one probably wouldn't work for them because they'd be sleeping, right? So I don't know. I'm gonna put it up on my Instagram when I do to see and to like judge how we want to do it for April. But I do feel like 1 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday is like not a great time for me just because like it completely ruins the day. Like, because I don't get up really early on the weekends. I just and then like I'm like I can't really do anything because it's like my live stream is at 1 and it's kind of a weird awkward time. So I think I might push it into the evening, but we shall see. But yeah, definitely hang out with me on my Instagram if you guys haven't. I am in Manitoba. Good guess. Ontario. I mean, it's a good guess. If you watch my videos, I wear my University of Manitoba sweater all the time. So like it's not it's not really a guess. It's just a thing. Anyways, my friends, thank you again so much for hanging out with me this Saturday. I really appreciate it. And I just realized that my service is really terrible because my Wi-Fi sucks. So I do apologize for that. Probably pretty grainy situation that's going on. But I will catch you guys in another live stream probably next week. Have fun with the beginning of your Aprils and your Camp Nanos. If you're participating, good luck. And I will see you in other videos on my channel and other social medias. But have a fantastic Saturday, guys. Bye.